My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. Hit subscribe right now because the you-know-what is hitting the fan. It is a real-time implosion of the Democratic Party. They've completely ignored peace between North and South Korea. They've completely ignored the fact that it was never possible with Obama or Bush or Clinton or any president prior. It was never possible to have better relations between North and South Korea. And when people say, he's getting duped, President Moon Jae-in of South Korea knows infinitely more about Korean politics and Korean history than you. Very likely. Infinitely more than, when I say you, Democrats or people who might be watching say, well, you don't even know. You have no idea. Trump is getting, used. If it's good for South Korea, if South Korea is happy, that's all anyone should pay attention to. And the South Korean government is very happy, and President Moon Jae-in is very happy. So that's the main thing. But nobody ever even imagined this. So hit subscribe right now if you're just tired. If you're just tired of the groupthink and the propaganda changing every single day. Oh, he's a madman. Oh my God, he signed this peace deal. Bad peace deal. He went from madman to signing a bad peace deal in the span of a year and a half or 2 years. And now you have Michael Cohen expected to lose current defense lawyers. Michael Cohen's personal attorney is likely to cooperate. President Trump's personal attorney is likely to cooperate. Cooperate, you know who was supposed to cooperate thus far and supposed to have flipped? Rick Gates, Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, Michael Flynn, who will be cleared and not just pardoned, cleared. He needs to be cleared because he was framed and set up. But all these people were supposed to have cooperated and flipped and sung. You know who's going to flip and sing? McCabe. He's going to get indicted after the IG report and flip and sing. That everything the Democratic Party says, the opposite takes place. So hit subscribe right now. We're on our way to 120,000 subscribers. And by the way, I have a Second Amendment channel unboxing below a segment below in the pinned comment, unboxing my new California legal semi-auto sporting rifle, AK-47 C39 V2. And it's just fantastic. And I look forward to very soon to having some great footage of me at several outdoor shooting ranges. But ex-lawyer Cohen likely to cooperate as his attorneys leave case. Cooperate regarding what? So when you type in Michael Cohen on Twitter, you get all these dumb. Michael Cohen no longer has legal representation, and sources tell ABC he's going to cooperate regarding what? Hush money with Stormy. Okay, that has nothing to do with the DNC hack that never took place. That has nothing to do with Trump allegedly working with Russia because the NSA is moderately confident. Even though James Clapper said, we did not have any evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. No evidence, Chuck. Chuck Todd, no evidence. If you ask me again, I'm going to take this pen and stab you in the eye. Do not ask me again. I said no evidence. No evidence. Zero evidence. Everything is cooperate. Cooperate. Oh my God, cooperate. No, he's not cooperating. There was nothing took place. He's Trump's personal lawyer. He paid Stormy Daniels $100,000. Okay, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. $100,000 because he had sex with Stormy Daniels in 2006. Now they're like, well, Mueller released evidence on Manafort. And by the way, Mueller's polls are at an all-time low. People are tired of him. Breaking. Three reasons Donald Trump is panicked. Oh, this is fantastic. Mueller charges Manafort with obstructing justice and conspiracy to obstruct justice. What does that have to do with Trump? Mueller reveals election meddling operations are still occurring. No one cares about that. It's a lie. He now has to prove to the Russian Internet Agency and lawyers for the Russians that one vote was altered. Where are these votes in swing states that Russians targeted? How did they know that the Electoral College or swing states were needed? Or a specific Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania haven't voted for a Republican since 1988. How did these Facebook ads influence anyone? $46,000 pre-election Facebook ads. Most were seen after the election and bought after the election. Even Facebook's vice president of advertising stated that. Michael Cohen likely to cooperate. Okay, this is now a cult talking, so I'm reading off tweets from like journalists and people. ABC News reporting Michael Cohen is likely to cooperate. Who cares? Michael Cohen, with no legal representation, will cooperate with federal prosecutors. Regarding what? The DNC hack? No. Actual ties with Russian intelligence that Trump allegedly had? No. He never had any. They already, spied on his... They took his server from Trump Tower, which is more than what they did with Clinton. Clinton, she kept her server, wiped it clean with a cloth or bleach bit. They tapped all of his associates' phones. Every single piece of communication they have, he did not collude with Russia. There's no evidence. It's now June 13th, 2018. He won the election November 8th, 2016. There's no evidence of anything. This is the definition of a conspiracy theory. If you're on YouTube and if you're on ABC or MSNBC or CNN or whatever, Washington Post, New York Times, one of their journalists stooping a guy who was actually indicted for something that he did pertaining to a leak. Like this James A. Wolfe was actually indicted for a crime pertaining to leaking. Manafort's indicted for crimes that have nothing to do with Trump Russia. But then, okay, more. Breaking, Michael Cohen's attorney. Breaking, it's being reported by ABC that Michael Cohen is likely to cooperate. So, Trump's lawyer resigned. What's taking place right now is like a cult has been given a little piece of information that they find to be very, very, and it's a giant cult called the Democratic Party. They find this as important. So Michael Cohen is expected to cooperate with prosecutors. All right. It's not going to be about Russia because he didn't do anything. It would be about Stormy Daniels, and he would, if he's cooperating, the worst that he would say is, yeah, Trump wanted me to pay Stormy Daniels. Then again, we go back to, Trump broke campaign finance laws, but then you talk about the $9 million or $6 to $9 million that was funneled through Perkins Coie to pay for the CrowdStrike. By the way, they outsourced CrowdStrike through that money. The DNC didn't pay CrowdStrike directly. Isn't that interesting? And Clinton didn't either. They used a law firm to do so. So the law firm was their fixer. But oh my God, Michael Cohen's the fixer for something that happened in 2006. This actually does link directly to the nonsense of the campaign, or the nonsense of Trump Russia. So it's like it's these people, and then the Steele dossier, which BuzzFeed is suing the DNC over because it can't corroborate anything. That was also money funneled through Perkins Coie, and that led to she basically purchased her own Russian hacking myth and FISA warrants and everything. Clinton. Money flowed through a law firm, and if you want to talk about, Michael Cohen being a fixer, he's a fixer for having sex with a porn star in 2006, and then that person accepting $100+ grand to just keep quiet. Not hush money, it's an agreement. In this case, hush money works both ways. And she still hasn't proven that Trump threatened her. So the only thing they have is campaign finance violations, which he's not going to get impeached on and then Republicans can say, hey, wait a second. You didn't, campaign finance violations. Clinton, I wrote an article in the Daily Caller, this was months back, or a year back. Clinton broke so many campaign finance laws, it's crazy. Correct the Record alone was an extension of her campaign. And you talk about online trolls. The Russians did not spend as much as Correct the Record did attacking you and me and everyone who didn't agree with them. They attacked Bernie supporters. They attacked conservatives. So, Amy Vanderpool with Singapore in the rear view. Trump has reason to be very nervous. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep on it. Courtney Norris. All right. Michael Cohen, now with no legal representation, likely to cooperate. All right. Wow. It's just unbelievable. Investigate Russia. Committee to Investigate Russia. This is fantastic. It's a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization. Yes, the Committee to Investigate Russia is a nonprofit organization. Okay. Former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen to cooperate as his attorney leaves. So ABC News, same thing. We can go on forever. I mean, this is just, I'm reading here, Ray Knight. Just, these are all people who are really... George Stephanopoulos, breaking Michael Cohen case. No one cares. George Stephanopoulos. Nobody cares. Mueller's approval rating. Let's talk about. And then, of course, you have these. There's a great legal expert. Hold on. CNN legal. It's just so funny because they're. Oh, here. This is CNN legal expert Renato Mariotti. Thread. What does potential cooperation of Michael Cohen mean for the Mueller investigation? Will Mueller find Russian hackers that Trump paid? No. Will Mueller find direct communication between Trump and anyone associated with Russia? No. Will they find that the NSA is now certain of evidence? No. What will they find? This is a long thread now. Today, ABC News reported that Michael Cohen is likely to cooperate with federal prosecutors in Manhattan. Okay. It's not surprising that Cohen is moving towards cooperation if the ABC News reports are correct. When the FBI executes a search warrant at your home and your office, you're in trouble. The judge in the Stormy Daniels case concluded Cohen is likely to be charged, and he's right. Charged with what? Helping Russians hack the election or influence votes? Okay, charged with what? Does this relate at all to Russia? Or is this just trying to get Trump by any means necessary because he had sex with somebody in 2006? Although Cohen is cooperating with federal prosecutors in Manhattan, cooperation deals typically require the cooperator to provide all information about any criminal activity he knows about. Okay. So he probably knows a lot about Trump's, a lot of crimes that he committed, right? I don't know, what? Just because he's going to cooperate, he's going to tell everything that he knows. Meanwhile, Andrew McCabe asks for immunity. We don't get Mr. Mariotti with like a 17, tweet thread. Assuming that Cohen has information that will be useful to law enforcement. So this is actually, tweet number 4 is like, actually very important. Assuming that Cohen has information. Yeah, assuming. Planet Liberal Democrat Hillary 2020. Even after the indictment. By the way, Clinton will get indicted eventually. And that won't stop people from voting for her for president. So again, like that's... I always say Clinton is going to get indicted. That's not the end necessarily of Clinton's political, influence. Assuming that Cohen has information that will be useful to law enforcement, okay, finally a statement that I can understand. Information that will lead to charges against others, yeah, he will get a deal. Yeah, but see, the thing is, here's the difference. James Comey, John Brennan, James Clapper have all been lying about Trump-Russia because there's no evidence. They've made accusations. There's no evidence. We think that Trump colluded with Russia. Where's the evidence? Oh, well, okay. I thought all we had to do was just say that. Cohen is not a part of any other conspiracy other than paying Stormy because she accepted the money. She didn't have to accept the money. It was a bad business decision for her. Had she simply... This is all about Stormy Daniels and a business decision. And had she simply told the truth without accepting the money and said, no, I'm going to basically, then she says, well, she was threatened, but why didn't she call the police? Why is there no police record? If you're threatened, you go directly to the police. And then we go on to, there are examples of attorneys who are prosecuted, but they cooperate. Everyone, okay, most conversations involving criminal activity likely won't be privileged. Yeah, okay, so what criminal activity did Trump engage in? They're assuming that Trump is so corrupt. Without, with Clinton, cash flowed to the Clinton Foundation, uranium sale, weapons deals, Haiti, $10 billion stolen, lost. Where's the money? Only 3% of the money went to construction projects. And that's from Daddy Cherry, brilliant journalist, Haitian-born journalist, and Charles Ortel, brilliant, financial analyst. And so where's the money? The Haitian people have, billions owed to them from the Clinton Foundation or subsidiary organizations? So money flowed into $1 million for Bill Clinton's birthday from Qatar? So you have situations where cash flowed to the Clinton Foundation amid a Russian uranium deal. That's a New York Times article. But no suspicion there. No suspicion. And McCabe lied about Clinton Foundation probes. He leaked information, and reports show that he told FBI agents to stand down, and that he altered the 302s in the Flynn investigation. But no suspicion there. But suspicion over Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels having sex with somebody in 2006. It is so... It's just... When they realize that they lost in the midterms, and they're not going to win the House, they're not going to win the Senate, and when they realize, let's just go ahead, polls, midterm, Congress, Real Clear Politics. Oh, they're slowly moving downwards. It was 10, 11, 9, now it's 4, 6, 6. And it's still 7.5 up, but you know what? A week and a half ago, it was only 3 points up. And they'll go back down again. The Democratic Party, they can't, what are they going to say now? That peace is bad, peace is horrible? So Michael Cohen's going to flip and sing. We've heard this before. No one's flipping and singing. But guess who is going to get indicted and who has a criminal referral out on him from the OIG before the Inspector General report even comes out? Andrew McCabe. Comey already lied under oath saying he didn't exonerate Clinton before her interview. So, I mean, all of this is not going to end well for the Democratic Party, just like the election didn't. Just like the Russia probe is unraveling. Let's see, Mueller polls. Majority of Americans, public image sinks to all-time low. Mueller. People are tired. Only 37% of Americans believe Mueller probe positive. Only 37%, and the other. Okay. 36% of voters now view special counsel's Mueller's investigation in a negative light. 36% view Mueller in a negative light. 38% say the investigation is being conducted in a fair. Okay, so it's risen from 23% to 36% who can't stand Mueller. 36%, you get that'll go to 50% very soon. More than half of Republicans, 53%, say they view the special counsel in an unfavorable way. The number of Democrats who view Mueller unfavorably has also increased to 24%. While 33% of independent voters have a negative view of the special counsel. And that doesn't mean that 70% like it or 67%, because all of this is something like, 30% like it. 38% say the investigation. Okay, so 40% of voters believe that Mueller probe has been handled unfairly, a 6% increase from February. So people just, they can't stand the probe. It's stupid. It's not, you're not going to fool anyone because nobody really thinks that Russia influenced the election. Even you had a CNN journalist or a CNN producer in Project Veritas just outwardly saying, yeah, you know what, it's probably nothing. They don't have any evidence. You keep making claims. There's no evidence. It's different also, like if I say that Hillary Clinton will get indicted, there's a mountain of evidence she transferred top secret intelligence from SIPRnet, JAWIX, and SCIFs onto her unencrypted server. I explained that in Butter Top Secret emails. People in Congress have read Butter Top Secret emails. And there's a former Trump advisor who has read Butter Top Secret emails. So there you go. That's just and I explain she used her private server to hide information from the United States government at the expense of national security. And that's not even the extent of her criminal activity, which she did intentionally. James Comey's like, well, you know, she didn't do it intentionally. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Comey's like, yeah, she committed crimes, but it was unintentional. With Trump, he's never been accused of a crime, but gosh darn it, there's something there. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit subscribe right now. Let's get to 120,000 very soon. We're over 115,000. Thank you so much for listening. Check out my Second Amendment channel also in the pinned comment.